600 Racing has set the standard for training today's #1 drivers with their Legend Series cars.
Well, there's been an enormous amount of people that have come out of these and are running NASCAR cars. The Bush brothers, Joey Logano is just moving up, Reed Sorensen, David Reagan. There's just, the list goes on of people that have moved out of these cars because they're so closely watched.
Travis Braden of Wheeling, West Virginia races in the Legends Series.
This is called Legends car. It's got 1250cc Yamaha engine in it. They have five gears, 5 speeds, but some tracks you only run 2nd or 3rd gear, sometimes 4th. It just depends on the size of the track and the gear ratio you have. They race BF Goodrich tires, and they can go up around 100 sometimes, depends on what track they're on.
It takes guts, determination, and skill to win races.
These cars have such a short wheelbase, they're so twitchy compared to a full-size race car. And then we don't run racing slicks, we run radial tires, steel-belted radial tires. So a lot of this is in the setup in the car, and it's in the driver, and the tires are very important.
600 Racing ranks the Legends Series nationally on many great racetracks.
Legends car is a pretty big organization too. I mean, you can go, their national races last year were in Vegas, this year they're in Minnesota, and we raced Speed Weeks in Florida and Orlando. We raced Bristol this spring.
600 Racing is out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and they're owned by Speedway Motorsports. Bruton Smith owns the whole series. They've produced over 5,000 Legend cars in the United States so far, and they run them in different countries, overseas in Europe and stuff. But the cars are a lot of fun. They're fast. We run our own little series here, but everything counts for national points too.
Travis Braden may be young, but he's been racing for a long time.
Really got started, he wanted to race a 4-wheeler. When he was like 6 years old, took him to a couple of fairs and he raced a little 50cc quad, and they were putting around the track over the humps and that. Fun now when they're just putting around. And I thought, if we're going to race, we're not racing that. Somebody told me about go-karts, so we went and checked out a bunch of them. He did that a couple years. Didn't really have the car count that, you go and race with the same 4, 5, 6 kids every night. He got to where he was winning, and it wasn't a lot of competition, a lot of, where it was a challenge.
Travis just kept beating the other kids. He moved up to the quarter midget series looking for more competition. Eventually he won a national title.
When we went to an event there, he would run 4 cars. We had 4 separate cars. He ran 4 different classes. As he grew a little bit, he's tall, the cars were small. And it kind of got to where he got pretty good. He won a national championship. And it was time to move on to something more challenging.
Now Travis is taking on the Legends Series.
I think he's coming along. He's learning. He's getting quicker, and given some time, I think it'll be fast.
Today we're at Midvale Speedway. It's about a quarter mile. They race. I think they get going about 75, 80 here, and it's pretty much like a short track, just bumping around people, and it's pretty exciting racing in my opinion.